Is this the deepest part of the abyss of time?
You think? It's no different than the rest of the ones we've seen.
But that fits logically, which means the abyss's origin, the reason for the time skips, is here.
Oh, there's something I had to tell you all. It was in the papers about the abyss of time I mentioned before.
Did you find something?
If the report is correct, this place came into existence as a reaction to the creation of Tartarus.
A reaction?
The gigantic tower rising so high left a gigantic hole in its place. That's the abyss.
Does that mean they've known about this place for 10 years?
They decided it would be harmless if left alone, since it would probably disappear with Tartarus. But it also said that since the abyss is just a byproduct, there should be no shadows in it.
Wait a sec. There's a friggin' ton of shadows here. And if it was supposed to go poof along with Tartarus, why are we standing in it now? Did they forget a decimal place or something?
No, their logic makes sense. What was supposed to vanish is still here because of some force. One side's removal caused an imbalance.
What could that force be?
Who knows? Maybe it's somewhere down here. One thing's certain, though. It's deeply connected to all of you.
What's up with that? What the hell did we do to deserve this?
Well, there's another door. If that's here, then maybe...
What's going on? Is that the big reason behind all this?
If we leave out Igus, Metis, and me, whose past is left?
Hey, yeah. Who else was there that had powers like ours?
Who cares? There's no use speculating with it staring us in the face. We'll know once we open it.
Whatever that reason is, it's strong enough to keep the abyss of time from disappearing. And we've come to erase that reason. We could be in for a battle. We should be very prepared before entering.
She's right. This appears to be our goal. Don't worry, we can do this.
I am... You're... Wait! Please, wait! No! Don't go! I promised to protect you. I dedicated my life to that purpose. But I can't fulfill that purpose anymore. There's nothing more I can do. Can I continue to live this way? Does my life have a meaning? If so, I wish I could return to being a mere machine. Huh? That's the cause?
Don't look at me.
But, well, I didn't expect that we'd get to see him again, although he did have his back turned.
Indeed.
But what's it mean? That looked like it was Aigus's memory. What kind of a clue is that? Aigus didn't have to awaken to her persona abilities, right?
No, she did. She awakened to the special power he had. Aigus, what was that? When did it happen?
I always woke up to that. It was so painful to lose him. I withdrew into my room, unable to do anything. For a while, I did nothing but chase after him in my dreams. Aigus. Sister. But after a while, I stopped dreaming entirely. It felt like a weight on my chest lightened and fell off. That must have been the last of the dreams I had. But I don't see what that has to do with my awakening. Sister, are you still in pain? The person we saw, he's the one who had the same kind of power as you, isn't he?
So that's the big cause of all this? That didn't explain anything.
Don't you get it? What we saw was only my sister's memory. But all of you want to see him again, right? Then the answer is obvious.
What's that supposed to mean?
What I said at the start was right all along. The fastest way to solve this would be to eliminate all of you.
So, that means that figure we keep seeing is...
Wait, something's wrong.
What the?
Just as I thought. It's coming. The monster that's taken the shape of your regrets.
Is that?
You gotta be kidding. That can't be.
This is the reason for everything. From the abyss of time's failure to disappear to the presence of shadows. This was born from all of you.
This is our regrets given form.
Persona! Persona! I won't lose!
It's on!
Athena!
I need your help!
I'll show you my true power!
It's on!
show you my true power!
Check this out!
I need your help!
I won't lose!
Check this out! Trismegistus? You damn copycat!
Persona! Persona! I'll show you my true power!
Check this out!
Persona! Hang in there!
Check this out!
We did it.
That was the monster born from us? But it was...
Yes, its powers and form were familiar, but it was a shadow.
You are correct.
Wait, but that makes no sense. Persona users are supposed to beat shadows, right?
What are you talking about? Don't tell me you've been fighting them this whole time without knowing. Personas and shadows are the same thing. That's why you're able to fight them in the first place. Did you all think that shadows were mysterious invaders or something? Shadows are the lower parts of the psyche everyone has. Suppressed human thoughts given physical form. When people are unable to face their darker selves, they break loose, free from all control. But sometimes, humans with special awareness can tame their shadows. Those are persona users.
So personas and shadows, they're the same thing, just different names?
If someone was able to create my sister and myself, wouldn't he have had to understand this?
All those people lost their lives.
Then, the reason for all this is our personas?
The shadow's power affects time and even space. Through your personas, your unspoken desires were manifested. You can't stand to see time move on. You don't want to accept your loss of someone precious. It was by each of your wishes that time stopped moving forward. And as a result, you became trapped here.
So we trapped ourselves. Huh. It's almost funny.
Whatever the reason was, we beat that thing. We won. That should solve all this, right?
Yes, that is correct. If we return to the dorm, we may be able to go outside.
Whoa, what's this? When did I...
Is this a key? You should be able to leave using those keys. Once you make it outside, the abyss of time should disappear on its own.
Finally. Geez, I'm glad this didn't end up taking another year.
But these keys, there's 8 of them.
That's because each of you played a part in bringing this about. The door probably won't open unless all 8 are used at once.
Strength of heart when united is barred by no door. Those words.
So it'll open if we're all around, is that right? Then let's get the hell out of here. So are we just gonna waltz out through the front door?
That door, or another one. There's still one closed door that doesn't connect to the outside world. The main entrance, or that door. It's one or the other.
A door that doesn't connect to the outside world.
Are you talking about the door to his room? I just assumed someone had locked it.
That door has the same feel as the doors to the past we've been going through up to now.
What do you mean by one or the other? If we open it, won't it just connect to another past?
That's right. If you go through the entrance, you'll return to the present. But that door leads to the past.
The past?
The world of the past. You've all been there many times now. But this time, the abyss will disappear once you go through the door. You'll be in the true past.
Is that true?
Why would I lie about something like this? If you don't believe me, then why don't you try leaving through the entrance?
To accept the past or to revisit it. You're saying that in the end, we have to choose.
What do you want to do?
I'll go along with whatever you decide, sister. That way, I'll finally be able to save you from this cursed fate. To be honest, that's all I care about.
Cursed fate?
Which one are you going to choose, sister?
Hey, why don't we go back to the dorm first? This is way too heavy to decide right here.
I agree.
What the?
What are all these cracks?
This is bad. It's becoming unstable. It should last a little longer, but we don't have much time. If the fault extends to the door, We may not be able to leave even with the keys.
It's just one thing after another, isn't it?
So, what's the plan? I mean, no one's seriously thinking about going back to the past, right?
I've been thinking. Why do you think he died? They never figured out the cause of death at the hospital, right?
Well, that's...
Personally, I still think it's because he used all his power to accomplish that miracle. In other words, we were saved because he gave up his life. He gave everything for us. So it doesn't seem right to undo all his work on our own. Ken-kun.
I'm with Ken. We've all seen what kind of resolve it takes to face death. That resolve, and what it brought about. There's no way we can cancel that out on our own whims. Even if it hurts, we have to deal with it and accept the present.
Yukari, what about you?
You're all about the here and now, right, Yucatan? I mean, you say it all the time. You gotta look forward.
I want to go back to the time before the last battle. When I thought about how he protected us, I kept telling myself that I have to keep looking forward. That's why I started going to cram school and spending less time goofing off. But I can't lie to myself. If there's a way for him to come back, I'll take it, no matter what.
Yukari,
So, you're giving up? Are you saying you don't have the strength to face reality? After all the things we've gone through, you're just gonna throw in the towel in the fight against yourself?
Oh yeah, you're really one to be throwing around all those high-minded ideals. If you really thought something was that precious to you, you'd want to protect it no matter what. Don't you understand? We can go back and fix things. Are you seriously just gonna let a chance like this go?
Then I'll ask you this. If I said I wanted to undo your father's death, would you do it? Even if there was a way to reverse Shinji and Miki's death, I'd flat out refuse. Nothing in the past was a waste. You're just making excuses.
Hey, you keep mentioning death. Are you saying the person who saved you all didn't just leave?
that's correct. He passed away.
What? Why didn't you tell me before?
Why? But you've never met him.
Anyway, what do the rest of you think?
I don't know. I get second thoughts when I think about going back to when Chidori died. But I definitely see what Akihiko-senpai is trying to say. When you get down to it, though, I hate to say this, but I'm just too scared to do that battle over.
What's wrong with you? Are you saying you're scared to die, but it's okay if he does?
That's not what I said. I mean, have you really thought this through? Going back to before that battle means we have to fight Nyx again. Did you ever think about what might happen if we lose this time?
It's the same thing. Either way, all it means is that you're just scared. And you two are no better. All that talk about accepting the present is because when you get down to it, you only care about yourselves.
What?
How can you say that?
There's no use going around and around like this. We're never gonna reach an agreement. So if no one gives in, we'll have to settle this another way.
Another way? Yukari-chan, you don't mean...
Taking the keys by force. That'll work too, right?
It's true that the 8 keys will merge if they're brought together, even against their holder's wishes. But if it comes to a fight, I'll protect my sister with everything I have. These keys represent each of your strength of heart. If you take my sister's, she may lose her life.
What do you mean?
You're only thinking of what's best for you. The person with my sister's power died of unknown causes, didn't he? Did any of you ever stop to think that maybe the same thing could happen to her? I came to protect her. But I won't make another mistake. I'll do whatever it takes to save her.
Metis. Aika-san, which door are you thinking about unlocking?
I can't decide right now which is more important, past or the present. So you're just gonna run away? Again? Just like the day we said our farewells to him, and you were the only one who didn't show up. You got to hear his last words. You even made him a promise. But here you are, still running. Why were you the one who inherited his power when you can't even make up your mind? I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna lose to someone like you.
Yukari-chan, are you really going to fight?
This decision hinges upon someone precious to us all. Our differences can't be settled with a compromise. No matter what Aigis decides, we have no choice but to fight. And I've made my decision as well. I'm going to stand with Yukari.
Senpai,
You're taking her side? Are you serious? I know you well enough to tell your mind's made up. All right.
everyone!
It's decided then. Follow me. I'll lead you to a place suitable for battle. If we fight there, no one can appeal the result.
Hey! This place. Where is everyone else?
They're fine. They've gone their separate ways and they're waiting in different areas. You see the big door up ahead? There's an arena past that door. You'll be fighting them there. Your only goal is to collect the keys, so there's no need to take their lives as well. But this is a real battle, and there will be consequences if they lose. Sister? Are you listening?
Is there no way to avoid this?
Not as long as you have a key and they're after it.
But you promised me at the start that you wouldn't hurt my friends.
I haven't forgotten, but this involves your life. I'll protect you, no matter what happens. I'll protect my sister. This is actually where I awakened. I wondered why this place existed, but now, I feel like this is what I was meant to do all along. I can't explain why.
This... This is where you awakened?
I gotta admit, this is a pretty appropriate place to settle stuff like this. I was hoping to go up against Mitsuru's team first, but oh well.
Aigus! Akihiko-senpai! Fuka-san.
Do you object to her acting as the mediator and backing up both sides?
No! You can't make a decision like that without me! Helping both sides, encouraging my friends to fight each other? I won't do such a thing!
But with your ability...
There's no need to worry about us when we're about to go at it. If you can't choose, side with Aigus. Her life could be at risk, right? So it's only fair that she gets a handicap with you.
Akihiko-senpai.
Let's get this over with.
Aigus-san, have you decided what you'll do if you get all the keys?
I can't fight against...
Sorry, but if you haven't made up your mind by now, I can't let you have our keys. We'll see whose will is stronger.
If you don't take this seriously, you'll be hurt.
This won't satisfy anyone.
I need your help!
That was nothing.
You're strong.
Caesar!
I need your help!
not bad, but I'm not going down.
Persona! No!
I'm not through yet. Let's see how much power you really have.
I need your help!
Akihiko-san! Hamada-san! What's happening?
I told you before, if they lose, there will be consequences. They haven't died, but they won't return to their original forms until the true key is forged. You can no longer avoid fighting.
No. You knew this would happen. Is that why you brought us here? What were you thinking?
It's because this must be my purpose here. If the fires burn out, they won't be able to return to normal even if the key is forged. We need to hurry, sister.
Don't call me sister anymore.
Do you hate me now? I'll still fulfill my promise. No matter what, I will protect you, sister.
Sup?
Junpei-kun, Koro-chan.
Well, I guess I can see what's going on.
No matter who our opponent is, I won't let them have my sister's... I guess this key.
I know. It's cool. But you know, no matter which way this turns out, I just don't think Aigis can win against Yucatan right now. Sorry. Then again, I don't think Yucatan's got it right either. Even if we go back to before the final battle, if we're still squabbling like this, I don't know, do you really see us being able to pull off a miracle and do things better than he could? Me, I think this is something we gotta take care of on our own.
Junpei-kun.
I'm not as much of a hard ass as Akihiko-san, but don't think we should mess with the past. Still, some things you just can't work out by talking about them. If neither side will give an inch, well, sometimes that's how things are gonna be. Right, little sis?
Junpei-san.
Alrighty then. Let's get it on. You better not throw this fight! Get ready, 'cause here I come!
Don't we have any choice but to fight?
I need your help!
Dude, you're pretty tough, Ai-chan, but you're not the only one!
Persona!
Prisma gets this!
I need your help!
I never thought I'd be on the receiving end of your gadgets again.
Persona! I need your help!
This ain't good. I better go all out.
Junpei-kun, Koro-chan. All of us, we were searching for the same thing. Our bonds were so strong, and yet...
The next battle will be the last one. If we win, there will be no one left who can take your key.
Is this... right? I can't stand it any longer. This is wrong. I can't accept either meddling with the past or proceeding blindly in the present. It scares me too, to think about dying. But does that justify hurting the ones who are precious to you? If this has to continue, I'm not going to be part of it. I'll end all this by giving my key to Yukari-san and Mitsuru-san.
No! You can't do that or you'll...
We don't know for sure whether or not that will happen. And I won't accept your input on this. It's my decision.
Wait! Don't go! I had a premonition. I wasn't hiding who I am. I really don't know anything about myself. About a month ago, I woke up here, all alone. You asked me about when I discovered my emotions, but I don't have any memories. I only knew 2 things when I woke up. First, that I had a sister somewhere in the world who understood me. And second, a strong premonition that if I didn't do something, that sister would die soon. At first I thought it would happen because of the abyss of time, but that wasn't it. I understand now. The power you've gained comes at the cost of your death.
The cost of my death. The answer to life.
I went to see you so I could save you, but I ended up causing the power to awaken. That's why I made up my mind I'd do anything to protect you. Even if it meant you'd hate me for it. You're all I have in the world.
Metis. There was a time when I felt the same way about someone, but I still can't hurt the people who gave me my heart, even if the end result of this power is death.
I don't want you to die! If you're not gonna give in, you still don't need to throw your life away. If you end up losing your key, I'll give you my life. I don't want you to die and leave me behind. I'd rather give my life and be alone. That way, I can always stay with you.
What are you saying?
Please don't leave me behind!
Metis. It's okay. I'm sorry. I won't leave you. I thought I knew all too well the pain of being left behind. You show me so many things that I'd let myself forget. I guess because our bonds are so strong, there's no solution to this where no one gets hurt. There's no easy way out. If I gave up without making a decision, I'd be running away from the pain my friends must still face. I think I was running away from life again. I need to make a choice. I care about him as much as anyone else. Fuka-san, there's something I want you to hear. Huh? You too, Metis. I guess.
It's strange. I kinda wanna say, long time no see to you guys.
Yukari-chan.
You know, I had a feeling a while back that something like this might happen.
There are 4 lit flames. This battle will determine which side gains the true key. Well, have you made your choice? Tell me that you didn't defeat the others without a clear objective.
Yes, I've made my decision. I know what I want to do. There was something crucial that I hadn't known, but my sister revealed it to me. To care about someone dear to you, to strengthen the bonds of friendship, that doesn't necessarily mean that the pain of living will stop. Sister. If something's precious, you don't want to lose it. If someone's dear, it's painful to part with them. Loss can hurt, but I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I too have something important. That's why I'm willing to fight you two now.
I guess.
You sound like you're back to your usual self again. You know, I have to say, you've been a little out of it lately. It was kinda disappointing, because you were acting all mechanical, like when you first got to the dorm. But now, I'd say you've got more life in you than ever.
Yukari-san.
All the same, I can't give in either. I'm not gonna lose this battle, no matter what. Get ready, 'cause I'm gonna tear you apart!
Show me your resolve.
This is the last battle. If we win...
Ah! What's the matter? Is that all you've got? Persona!
I won't hold back. Artemisia!
I need your help! Ah! I barely even feel a thing! Persona! I can't lose! I will not lose! ISIS! I won't miss!
Take mine too, I guess. I agree with you the most, so... This is the true key. Everyone! It may sound strange to hear, but I'm so glad that you're all safe.
So, what are you gonna do with that key? That was a nice speech back there, but you still haven't made a real decision, huh? Then give it to me! Give me that key!
Yukari-chan!
It's no use. Only my sister can use the true key now.
I wanna see him! I made a promise to him too! I promised that I'd try my best to change this world so that people would stop wishing for the fall. It wasn't like yours. It was something I promised myself while holding his cold hand. That's why I decided to put the past behind me and look forward.
Yukari-san.
But I can't. I can't be that person. I want to see him. I don't care about anything else. I just want to see him again.
Yukari-san.
Yukari, there's no way to truly put the past behind you. In the end, you only succeed in running from it. It's painful to face, but if you don't, your wounds will never heal.
So if I keep facing it, someday everything will be okay. Eventually I'll forget all about him or stop caring. Like that's ever gonna happen. No one knows that better than us.
You're right. But can't we be there for you when things are at their worst? The way you were there for me last year.
Huh?
That may not have been what you meant at the time. But even now, I consider your being at my side last year as one of the most cherished moments of my life. That's why, when we lost him without being able to thank him, I swore deep down, if something ever happened to make you suffer, I'd put my own feelings aside and stand with you.
Mitsuru-senpai.
Yukari, to lose someone you had such a strong bond with is agony, but there's no need to suffer alone. You have us with you. Isn't that the whole point of forming such bonds?
Yukari-san, I understand your feelings. Ever since I was born, I have spent all my time thinking about him. So, I suggest we see it, to find out once and for all what he left for us. We still don't know the real reason behind his death. Without knowing that reason, I can't decide what is right. That's why I would like to see the past again, before using this key. To see the truth of what happened, the moment he used his power.
Huh? Can we really do that?
I don't see why not. We've already experienced the past here many times.
You mean those doors that lead to the past? But they all disappeared. There aren't any left. The only way back to the past is the door to his room, and we know we don't want to use the key on that.
No, there's one more door.
That's right! The door that leads to Paulownia Mall.
The doors reflect the minds of those who enter them. If our wish is strong enough, we should be able to use that door to look into the past.
I see. Good thinking. How about it, everyone?
Sounds like it's worth a try.
What's wrong?
I was just thinking, there's nothing left for me to do. And I'm sure none of you would want me along. I did some horrible things to you.
Dude, what are you talking about? We all got ourselves into this mess. You don't have to be so hard on yourself.
Don't you remember? I told you that I wouldn't leave you behind.
Jeez, if you'd been like that from the start, things would have been a lot smoother.
Still, we're pretty lucky there's one door left. It's a real lifesaver, huh?
Now that you mention it, that is strange. Once a door's purpose has been fulfilled, it disappears. If that door's purpose is to prepare for battle, it should have vanished once the battles were over. Our fight afterward was just bickering between ourselves.
There's only one logical conclusion. If that door's role is to allow us to prepare for battle, and it hasn't yet disappeared, doesn't it follow that there's still an enemy left to defeat? Our feelings are the reason for all of this, and what Aegis proposed relates directly to the core of our pain. We should probably expect to encounter something unknown.
Then, what now? Should we find another plan?
If what Mitsuru-senpai says is true, we have to go. Right?
Let's go.
What is this?
This was never here before.
I see the ordeal awaiting us was no mere speculation. We should come back here once we've prepared for battle.
Fine with me. No matter what the truth is, we'll finally get to see it with our own eyes.